Alright, I'm Tipsy and welcome back to another video. Today we'll just quickly go over how to actually farm nightmare missions and actually get the nightmare mods. So the first thing you want to do is go to your map to find the nightmare missions, and they will be under alerts. When you go to alerts, you can scroll down a little bit and you will find all of your nightmare missions you have access to right here. And to actually unlock the nightmare missions for any given planet, you just have to complete all the missions on that planet, and that will gain you access to actually unlocking the nightmare missions on that planet. So there's gonna be 3 different rotations depending on which mod you're gonna farm for and which planet you basically want to go for. So for A rotation, you will be able to get Chilling Reload, Accelerated Blast, Ice Storm, Stunning Speed, Wildfire, Blaze, and Hammer Shot. And for rotation A, that is basically doing missions on Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So if you're gonna try and get those mods, you will have to go for a mission that is on one of those planets. That is basically rotation A. For rotation B, you will basically be able to get Drifting Contact, Armored Agility, Fortitude, Rending Strike, Seeking Fury, and Spread. And for rotation B, that is basically on Phobos, Ceres, Jupiter, Europa, Saturn, Void, Lua, Cuba Fortress, and Deimos. So that's a lot of rotation B to actually be able to get those mods. And for rotation C, you can get Streamline, Form, Animal Instinct, Constitution, Focus Energy, Lethal Torrent, and Vigor. And rotation C is basically Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and Eris, and Sedna. So those are the different rotations you can get different things in. The mission you will do on which planet depends on which rotation you are in. Alright, there's also gonna be 6 modifiers you have to keep in mind before you're starting the mission. As you can see right here, there will be Nightmare Vampire mode, which is basically you lose a little bit of health every second, but you also gain back health by killing enemies. So that's fairly simple and straightforward. For the Nightmare Energy Drain mode, you basically lose a little bit of energy every second until you are basically out of energy. And for the Nightmare No Shield mode, you and your companion basically gain no shield at all, and you will be fully survivable on only health. The Death Decimation mode is enemies explode on death, and the Low Gravity one gives itself the gravity is reduced in the mission. And then the last mode is the Nightmare Timed mode, where you basically have 5 minutes to complete the mission. If the mission timer runs out, you fail the mission. Those are the 6 different modes you have to keep in mind when you're doing these nightmare missions. Hopefully that shouldn't be too rough to do. Alright, if I want to try and get Chilling Reload, for example, as that is a great modifier for shotguns, we will be going for A rotation, and A rotation of course is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So I want to see if I can find a mission in one of those areas, and there's a Mercury one right here, and that has Death Detonation mode on. So that sounds easy enough, and let's take that mission and try it out. As you can see at Death Detonation, when we kill an enemy, they basically explode. So keep that in mind and don't stay in too clear of the enemies. If you're struggling on some of these missions, I definitely recommend just trying to get a Rhino and using Rhino's ability, which will help you get some overguard shield and also a lot of armor, which can definitely help you stay alive and should be a decent frame early on to like help you get through these missions easier. If not, just try and do some of the lower level ones instead of the high level ones, and it should be easy enough to complete the nightmare missions. Alright, we just completed the nightmare mission, and as you can see here, we just got Blaze, which is actually very lucky because that's a 1% drop chance. So anyways, we basically got a nightmare mod right here, and that is Blaze. Also, we got a war blueprint because the stalker attacked us, but anyways, like this mission here took us around 5 minutes. It's a mobile defense mission, and yeah, that's basically how easy you can go through it. Some things to keep in mind in the nightmare mission is definitely you cannot use your ciphers to quick hack in nightmare missions. Also, any ally you're gonna summon, if you're gonna use specters and stuff like that, will turn against you, so remember that, as they will come and attack you instead. But yeah, so hopefully this video helped you out a little bit of explaining what the nightmare missions are and how to get some of the mods that are frequently used in different builds. Anyways, this should be it. Hopefully you liked the video, and peace.